Hello, fight fans. I know that you're totally stoked about what you're seeing right now. We have two titans of the Link to the Past scene. We have on the left side a man who eats runners for breakfast, spits them out because we're not worthy enough to be his breakfast. Zelgadissan, also known as Zelda, going against a legend. It's the horse, man. It's Stormtrooper horse. So let's give it up for our stallion on the right, the one and only MistaEd. I am your friendly neighborhood antagonist, Krista Joy here, who's doing double duty, but it's all good because I have the biggest legend and celebrity of all, Escocom, the one and only homemade beer. Beer, what's up, my friend?
Hello, Krista. How are you doing?
I am doing great.
I'm excited for this race. What do we got
I
today?
am too. Yes, I am super excited. I mean, we're expecting high quality gameplay out of both of these runners. These are Titans, and it is Ed's favorite mode. You know, it's got some retro in there, but he loves veterans. Beer, how do you feel about your teammate?
So, today, just a quick intro to see what's going on. This is the Survivors of Hyrule tournament where there are teams of 4 players, and as they go through the rounds versus each team, the player who loses a game will not be allowed to play anymore for that given round, and the first team to win 4 games will move on to the next round. So today, my teammate in this race is MistaEd, and we have Zelga's teammate and captain Magnet Hands in the chat as well watching this.
Yes.
So we're off. Sank start for both.
Yes. And one of the things I love personally, because I'm a retro fanatic, which already probably states that I'm one for chaos, but I love the fact that any key logic goes right out the window.
Yeah. Yep. Retrance is an interesting game. Game mode. To start with a sword, have rupee bow, so we have to find a shop with arrows. And look, we found Misery Mire.
Okay. Beer, are you
There's a regular
having...
shop.
Chat, you're not hearing any audio. That is strange. That is absolutely strange. I'm working on that. That's why I have Beer, who is so great that it allows me to help tech support.
Yeah, we're just trying to get a few issues cleared up here real quick. You can sit here and entertain. We got Zelda farming for a bomb. Not getting it on the first try, but either way, that should be okay. And some more money. We typically need a decent amount of money in this mode, so there's a cape. And Ed farming all the roots again. Meanwhile, so this is interesting. Zelga found laser bridge here, which is actually in logic with the cape that Ed found. So
okay. Chat, can you just tell me if you're hearing sound from Zelgadissan? You're still hearing no game audio. Oh no, I was responding to... Okay, you may have been on iOS.
looks like Ed found laser bridge as well, so just gonna get us updated here. It looks like we're starting to get things working again.
Okay. So, while I was doing some tech support, what aside from some ugly placements.
Yeah, we just found a few items on Laser Bridge, nothing super important. Ed found a cape, and that's kind of where we're at.
Cape? Well, you know me, I'm crazy enough to get a Master Sword. Go ahead and dip into Agawan if I can. Ooh, now this is a good find, beer.
Yeah, Ed has exactly 100 rupees, so he wants to spend it on the bottle vendor, but finding that bomb shop early is usually really nice. We found a dark room, which looks like the Dark Return Cave, the top of it. Okay, there's that cape that Ed found on Zelga's side.
Yes, meanwhile, back of cafe yields absolutely nothing worthwhile. And Ed kind of needs to get some hearts so he doesn't die. would be nice, you know.
It would be nice. Okay, found a Ganon. Can't do the quick palm yourself strat here into the wall, but that's okay. Let's see, Zelga skipping out on buying bomb refill as well. So that bomb refill shop's basically going to get marked off. No one's ever going to go back there at this point.
Wow, that is absolutely worthless. GT Compass, that's like, that's trasharoo, my friend. Woo, boy.
Yep, does absolutely nothing in any mode. And a little bit of a money refund on bottle vendor is not the worst thing to find early. So what do we have here in this drop down? We have the Uncle.
Uncle.
I kind of missed where Sanctuary was. I think it was at the Magic Bat drop down. Considering they're both just running around Kakariko checking entrances.
Uncle truly showing that he was beaten up and they stole his stuff. He only had $5, but we do have a glove.
That's nice. That makes the early game routing much nicer because then you're not worried about orphaning locations.
Not at all. Not at all. You know, the glove at this point in the game opens up, you know, the Death Mountain entrance. It's just a great thing overall. Plus, if you get the hammer, then you're going to get your Dark World access.
Yeah, we found one connector, I believe, on we found the Fairy Ascension Cave, which takes a long time to traverse, so it's something that you kind of want to do last, or just do it later. Oh, there's the arrow shop. So, let's see, everyone has 78 rupees, but needs 80 to buy arrows and 100 to buy a key. So that's pretty funny.
Ooh, that looked like Spiral Cave there.
Yeah, I think that might be followed here next. Oh, there's the other side of that. Looks like the back of Old Man.
You know, I'm surprised the horse is not going for $2, because there's always a possibility that you forget where that location is, and Arrow Shop is very, very important, because that's the only way you're getting your bow in retro, man.
There's actually rupees in Fairy Cave too. He'll get 20 rupees here if the connector's nothing and he comes back through it. But as long as there's like 5 rupees under each pot here, I believe. So he'll get some money here if he gets these. Yeah, he looks like he knows. So yep, enough to get the arrows and then move on. And look at tier 2, 1, 2, I don't know. Triple yielding bombs, which is nice.
I want to say that was tier 2.
Yeah. Getting locked out immediately. That feels bad. But at least we know where it goes. Sick kid. Oh man, that feels really bad. That's pretty much not going to happen until, I don't know, never.
So Sank was at Magic Bat. Oh, this is Ed's worst nightmare. The game room was called Amazing Quake. His Sank is Magic Bat. He's probably cursing me because that's his bannable offense for me in his channel.
Oh, this is interesting. Zelda's going for the is he going to go for both? He might go for both here, but getting the Poke Key here is actually a huge pain. And it looks like he's going to do it with just a fighter sword, so... Let's see how he does here. This is not a fun room.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Not to mention on one heart, And that was a
Yeah.
clean removal of 2.
Yeah, those little skulls chasing. Oh, yep, gets bombed here.
Oh,
That's why this is a tough room.
it is. With Fighter Sword, Magic Sword, you might be able to work a little magic, but going into, you know, Turtle Rock, 3 Hearts, Green Mail, and you have to bomb over to get to this location, you're
Yeah.
already behind the door, you know?
Yeah, it's not in logic anyway. It looks like he's leaving for now. Yep, it's in the Dark World as well. So nobody walking today knows where that is and knows that the 2 items aren't in logic yet, so gonna ignore it and move on. Meanwhile, Ed found what? I missed this. The fairy drop down is the well with bomb in hand. Okay, perfect. And a heart.
All right, that's exactly what our Stormtrooper horse needed, because he absolutely likes to give hugs to all the enemies, you know. Ed is all about that free love.
Oh,
And we're
lots of money.
starting to get Zora. Yeah, we're getting some Zora money. Ooh, even though the arrows should be top priority, if Ed remembers.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll make his way back there. Like, if you can help it, and if you find the arrow game early, you're going to want, like, it's kind of worth farming in this mode a little bit. Looks like he's going to check for Ganon here instead of dropping in blindly, but... Because you want keys. Like, you want to get a bunch of keys before you find out, hey, look, it's Ganon.
See, I'm that YOLO dropper that just would have done it and then got called a dingus for doing it. You know, it's like, YOLO, just go in there, and then he's like, you big dingus. So that's all the part of excellent cross keys, you know, execution right there.
Yeah, so I'm curious too. This route right now that Zelda is taking is a pretty common cross keys opener. Finding the well here, if you don't get any money from this, you would potentially do Hula Hand after this, but he's going to find, 400 rupees in here. I wonder if he actually does Hula Hand.
See, I'm a dirty hula hand start, so I probably would have done it before I even jumped in there, just for the heck of it.
Yeah, I'm curious if he does it after finding as much money as he finds in here. So we look at bombs on the crabs, too. This is nice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's Saha. Some information. Green Pendant Desert.
Ew. So no hula hand, even though that would have given him arrow money plus Zora money.
Yeah, Zelda's gonna get dropping again in here. This is
Dingus!
a little awkward. Whoops.
Oh no!
Probably has an idea of what he wants to do next, though, knowing that that was an option.
You know,
was there anything that lumberjack that we just saw? I don't think there was, but I missed it. It might have been the ferry, the refill ferry.
Yep.
The cross keys ferry, that's what it's called. There you go. Finding another shop here. I'm gonna get that quiver. Let's see the arrow update on his screen. Oh, there it is.
Horses never punish. See, I think that comes in part from, stealing Gamma's lucky horseshoe. Since he's a horse, he's like, give me 4 of those, please. So,
I like this burning as much as you possibly can on keys here, really. That makes sense.
Yeah. That's one of the keys of retro. You got to get lots of money. Greed is good because you're going to end up probably buying keys more than finding keys, and you just have to hope for the best.
Yeah, you kind of want, 8's a pretty good number to have at the beginning. If you get up to 8 at the beginning, you'll probably never run out because you'll find enough on the way to complete everything. Maybe that's being greedy though with that many keys. I don't know.
Well, it all comes down to how you route TR pod, where you can maximize it with the least amount of keys.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
8 is enough for the most part. It just depends on how fortunate you are in finding. And we have Le Fairy, but we won't know what gift she gives for the bottle because these guys ain't got bottles.
Yep. Otherwise, we could have checked Sick Kid earlier, which is kind of funny. And
I know. Because Sick Kid is in a really kind of messed up location. So
yeah, Sick Kid's in logic, even without the Moon Pearl, so that's cool.
Yeah, he's in logic, but we're talking Ed. Zelda may, put in Sick Kid, but not as an immediate priority. And we already know Ed is going to last location that. So it's pretty much dead and gone. And we have Berna.
Yeah, that doesn't do much right now, because we already have the Kate, so pretty much... Okay, that's an interesting... That's kind of a terrible connector, honestly, but it is interesting. Ooh, getting boxed feels bad.
You know, Beer, I'll be honest with you. How many connectors are honestly really good? Most of them are pretty crappy.
Well, I mean, so right now, what we got with that connector is our access to West Dark World. Knowing that for later until we get vanilla, a vanilla way into the Dark World. Spiral Cave takes a long time to traverse, so we're doing a bit of bunny walking here, and we're going to kind of hope we find either another connector that takes us somewhere useful, or we're just going to do Skullwoods. So, I like this.
I think he's going to Skullwoods.
And taking the hit from the Murderdactyl helps actually here.
Oh yeah, because you can't do anything in your bunny form in one of the palaces, so you just go ahead and you just say, I'm not long for this world! And you just kind of commit some seppuku.
Yeah, then you turn back into Link. You can check all the 1, 2, 3, 4 chests here, and then move on. Probably saving quit out of this, I would guess. There's always a vanilla small key here in entrance modes, and since even though this is universal keys, it's still in entrance mode, so we will find a final small key here if Ed chooses to continue. Oh, or we'll just find 3 small keys here.
Even better.
Oh, that shovel's in a hilarious spot, by the way.
Yes, it is. Imagine doing the long walk of shame, going to desert, lifting that up, and getting rewarded with a shovel. But you can't do nothing. You can do something with it, but you usually don't. And we've already got shots fired with Team Zelda being put in chat. But, you know, we gotta have balance. So, who is gonna root for the Stormtrooper horse?
I mean, you know, I just want to see an exciting game, but of course I would like to see my teammate MistaEd win.
There we go. There's balance in the force now. We got a Team Ed. Or you could have just put Team Stormtrooper. We would know that that's Ed as well. Also, I loathe this room, but this is where the cape or burner would come in handy.
Yeah, cape's nice here because when you're pulling on the statue, you don't lose any magic drain.
Yes, but I believe in annihilation. You got to kill them all, man. You know, in Pokemon, I don't catch nothing.
4 small keys in Skullwoods, I think that was. That's actually hilarious. Alright, we're getting an eastern area check. This is, I don't know, it's kind of interesting doing this before Ice Rod Cave area. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like, I know Zelda is a pro at crossfit, so he probably has reasons that he would choose this first. But I think with the glove, I would be more inclined to go south first, but I'm not sure.
I probably would have done Ice Rod Cave before Eastern, but that's because I'm not a fan of Eastern.
Okay, here we go. Found 5-item cave. I think our first one. So this is either going to be great or there's going to be nothing here.
See, Magnet understands.
Ice Rod. And a hook shot.
Ooh.
Which doesn't actually give us... It gives us movement, which is nice.
Yeah.
Ed's at 9 keys now.
You know, Ed is playing key percent. He wants to, you know, make it all the way to A. I'm for it. You go, horse. But Zelda now getting those 2 items. You know, if we do have a connection that does bring us to Death Mountain Light World, that would allow us to explore East Death Mountain. So that would
you know what?
be real handy.
You know what the hookshot gives us, Ed Strauss? We found Meyer in Kakariko. So we can dip Meyer, and that's like, what, 4 checks in logic, I believe.
4 checks. Yep.
Kind of dumb, but that's what it is.
Is Zelda crazy enough to do that? Also, free bomb refills right there at Saha's place. While the horse is just prancing and gallivanting along, trying to find something. And he still hasn't found what he's looking for yet. But, he can do his best Bono impersonation. Find something soon. Which, by that, I meant $5. Hey, beer.
There we go. So, okay,
you.
so what does Ed do Eastern or South Shore here? It's going to be a question of what we find the next progression. Okay, we're going south.
Yeah. Ed dodges Eastern. So it would be a while before, not too much longer, but...
there we go. So this is going into Mire now for these 4 checks. Ooh, getting those sword beams is actually really nice here.
Yes, that does make killing enemies in the BMOS room a lot easier. And
so we found an item cave, but it was nothing. So what do we got? Mire, what do you got for us today?
Will, as Home Wrecker says, Mire have the juice, or will it be prune juice? Yes, will it be good juice or prune juice? So, it could be poop-tastic, and then that's prune juice, guys.
Or big key. Our first big key to Hera. Okay. So the Hera big key leads to the Hera big key.
Yes. Beautiful. Prune juice is a warrior's drink. No, it isn't.
Hey, our first take any.
In which the horse takes a heart. Health is always a good thing right here.
Caves, I believe. Okay, here we go. This is kind of dumb, but it's a connector. Connector heaven. And 3 items. I think. Curious if Ed leads first. Before checking the map chest here. So we'll see. Nothing here, just 2 arrows. I keep expecting Ed to hook shot. And half an arrow. 2.5 arrows in desert.
Eek.
Not much. So, okay. This could be interesting because this desert entrances could lead to Death Mountain, which Zelda will have the opportunity to basically double the number of entrances he can check with that hook shot. So we'll have to see. It feels like this is it, though. We haven't really seen much else. Because everything else we've seen, we know kind of where it goes at this point. Oh, Zelda's going back up here. What was here?
Ed is probably...
Oh, this is the logic now with the hook shot. So Zelda's chasing this logic pretty hard.
Well, in the words of Ed, will he be getting boots soon? He always does that particular statement when he does boots checks. And guess what? Torch had $5, so we know that the boots will probably be found somewhere late in life.
Oh, I'm getting locked out again. That's kind of feels bad. All right, so Zelda's skipping the key here. This is fine. If you need it later, you can come back for it, but I doubt it at this point. There's 5. Oh, okay, that mirrors the logic. Here we go. That's kind of gross because now we know that Ed can get, or Zelda, whoever, the runners can get to the South Dark World area, and there's a couple mirror entrances there.
Yes, indeed. This does put Zelda at a huge advantage.
Okay, another connector. This is also in logic, so... Oh, don't mirror. Don't mirror. Don't
I know.
Okay, and we have 2 arrows.
Oh, man. Ed getting some life.
Oh, so Zelda has access over here too. This is also actually in logic with the hook shot, and knows that he can get to South Dark World as well.
Yeah.
So he'll be in the same area as Ed. Let's see what that does for him with that mirror in hand. Oh, leads to nothing. That sucks. Alright, so what do we have left? Desert East. That's it. I think we've... Oh, and Zora. We have Zora. Oh, boy. Pretty sure, if I am remembering what we've seen in the game so far, we have seen everything else that we can do. You know what else we have? Is it logic? I believe it is the bumper cave in the light world with that mirror. We have a lot of dumb things in logic right now. It's pretty awful. Ooh, Spike gave me. Guess we saw it earlier.
So. Right now, we have the shop check coming up. Dark World shop check. Let's see what we get. Will it be a whammy?
Oh, this is
Not
so awkward from Zelda. He's going to chase this, but... Or no, he's probably just going to look at the item, honestly. Well, I don't know. If I was him, I'd be concerned about the K45 entrance. But nope, looks like he's going to go all the way here. That's totally fair. And then dropping down gives him... Well, he wouldn't have sword beams, but he has a sword in bunny state that he can use to... Oh, he's going to get a parry, so he'll have bunny sword beams.
Yes, and now we have the Eastern Dip going for our Stormtrooper horse.
Yeah, so he'll get his hook shot here momentarily, and then the question is, where does he go next? Zelda knows this is nothing now.
Yeah, that's a dead connector, so...
I don't remember. I'm trying to remember where the connector to get to Bunker Cave was. Oh, Spiral Cave.
It was
so that'll actually be a really big advantage, because Zelda hasn't done that yet. So if he gets down to last locationing that, he'll get to that area with a mirror in hand and be able to do a lot more, and Ed will have to double back for it, because he's already been over there, and he probably, for the moment, will be avoiding it if he can.
There we go, conquering the Moldorms on Ed's side. And now we're gonna get those checks that Zelda had previously gotten, which is the Ice Rod and his beloved hookshot. Now, since this is your teammate, where do you predict Ed going?
You know, it's hard to say. He might be thinking differently. He's gonna go chase this TR entrance like Zelda did. He'll get his mirror here momentarily.
Playing as the Keeper of Logic. Impressive. Now, surprisingly, Zelda passed up the Pick-Me Cave.
Yeah, I mean, he's talked about this before. He has the mirror now, and usually it's like making death warping faster for cross keys specifically, but you know, so he likes to have lower health. But also, you get a ton of hearts in this mode, and once you get to a certain point, like different runners feel comfortable on different heart amounts. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Zelda was the winner of the SG Live offline tournament, which was a spoiler tournament. So he is very good at not needing health and still executing very well in the game.
Yes. Also, welcome to Gamma. How you doing, Gamma? I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Ed did kind of steal one of your trademark lucky horseshoes in order to get, you know, Arrow Shop where it wasn't the first one where you should have gotten the arrow at, but through the process of Ed logic, he is pretty much in the same boat now with Zelda.
Yeah, information-wise, basically what we have different... I don't remember if anyone checked race game, by the way, but what we kind of have different between the two runners is Zelda's dipped Mire and didn't find anything in there except the Hera Big Key, and Ed went to the left side of desert, I believe, and got locked out. And okay, interesting. And Ed found out that Spiral Cave and exit leads to Bumper Cave. So we're now in a weird position where Ed has the knowledge of where he can abuse this mirror, potentially. Oh! Don't get hit. Or do. Doesn't matter. And Zelda now has to chase these entrances with the mirror through this desert beast. Hey, look, Swamp Palace. It's
swamp. Nothing,
Did you know that? I guess we did know that. Oh, we do now. So Swamp Palace is a pendant. We just learned.
That is quite unfortunate.
We don't have the dam, so we can't actually go in. Oh, Paradox is over here. I don't remember this. So, oh, and there's Hera, but that's in the Dark World, so that Hera Big Key means nothing at the moment. And a lamp.
And a mushroom.
And a mushroom. Yeah, we know where Magma Shop is too, actually, but none of this is in logic.
had a useless map, so we didn't really need it.
Gotcha. So this isn't in logic for Ed, but he's trying to sequence break to figure out where he's supposed to be going next here, it seems.
Well, you know, Ed is the keeper of logic. There is no such thing as sequence breaking for him, you know? Logic means nothing.
Finds a map to pod and a blue mail. Not terrible. Alright, let's see. Oh, speaking of pod, this is in the Dark World. Nope, this is in the Light World. Okay, so everything in here is in logic with that lamp that Ed found, except for the big chest and the boss, which is... And I guess the bow side, but... Interesting. Okay, that's one entrance. So that's potentially available through a connector, which we haven't seen yet.
Magno, my community potato son. Look here. We always like to get both the fire and ice rod.
There's that connector I was talking about.
Yes!
Ether 4 is Meyer there. And Chicken Hut can't do very much there.
Well, at least I know that my friends are saved from Ed's tyranny by bombing them to the, you know, KFC levels of burnt.
So I believe that very quickly here. Oh, good, there's the powder. Zelda is about to find the Moon Pearl. That's my kind of guess is the next progression, because we know that this is. Oh no, it's not in logic without a connector over to the mire area. Never mind. This is not in logic.
And yields nothing.
Gets a bunch of cash. That's not terrible in this mode, because Zora's still in logic here. It's like the only thing left in logic. And this chest. Boom, 20 bucks. Oh, and this chest, I forgot. Russians. And Big Key 2! Desert! Oh, we know. Okay, game. That's cool.
Yep. To use Gamma's team name, okay, dude. This seed is already looking to be fun.
Zelda's saving a key here with this bomb jump. Hammer jump, sorry. And it looks like is either going to be probably. I'm guessing here he'll do Magic Bat and then do the Dark World loop. Okay, so there's a heart.
Yeah.
Okay, no, he's skipping Magic Bat for now. He's going straight into this. So last check in logic here for Zelda. I missed what was in the top of the pod. Oh, it looks like a fire rod. That's funny.
Yeah. So, you know, Magno gets his wish of having fire and ice rod. There you go. It is not washed cactus.
And it's a key. Okay, that's... Oh, there's another check here that we did last. That makes sense. Alright, here we go. Ed knows this isn't another key. And are we gonna get a Mimic clip? Just might.
Yep.
By the way, you know what's funny? Fake Ice Rod Cave there that we just saw is a one-way connector, so if there were a way to get from one side to the other, you'd always come out of the way you came in, even though it feels like a connector.
Yeah.
Totally botching this explanation, but anyway. How are we doing this Mimic clip? On the bottom or on the left? On the left.
Okay. Pause buffer strats.
We're in bunny walk mode from both runners at this point, so
Yeah, who knows where the Merle is at.
There we go.
There we
First
go.
try. That was pretty slick. Well done. Not bufferless, but I don't know. Who does that anyway, right?
Yeah, you know. Who
Oh,
does
God, Hyrule
bufferless?
Castle. That could actually all be in logic. Yeah, I was gonna say, just go do this. Oh wow, it gets rewarded with the boots. And Ed says
Well,
no.
Ed won't be
That's actually
seeing
interesting. I'm
those.
surprised that he's not gonna do Hyrule Castle. That might totally be in logic here.
It is. So we have Zelda in meat mode. Unfortunately, race game is
And-
worthless.
This is in logic. Big key to swamp. Okay, well, that doesn't mean anything. I guess no, Zelda hasn't gotten that. Oh, he went south instead of north. Interesting. So if he does... Yeah, he's going to try and break Hera here and clear this dungeon out.
You know, Swamp Big Key, it's there. It's a thing. There you go.
Alrighty. With the boots in hand. Die. Okay. Should have got the chest first and then died. What are you thinking? Oh, he has the hook shot, so he's going to want to do air pod anyway.
Yeah. I think he was trying to get, you know, hook speed going. Gonna probably bypass that $20 chuck. Going back to check the chest this time, I hope.
Yeah, that's
For
definitely
$5.
an efficiency play, because we know that... Oh, he's in the basement too. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. And, let's see. Ed can do the basement too, actually. He can't do the big chest. It's the only thing that he won't have. Alright, getting it first try. That was well done. And grabbing the chest first, and then dying? Oh, gonna check both of these and then die. Okay.
Yeah, he has to go get his disappointment with the $20 chuck.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, he's just checking those two, so he's not super excited to break logic immediately. Gonna check pod first. He is a Mimic Clipper, so I'm 90% sure he will go get those boots. Alright, Hair Basement, what do you have for us today? Do home record proud. 3 bombs.
That one proud. Yeah, totally. He would go in there and be like, totally worth it. You know, because he does love Hera Basement. Also, Zelda would...
almost got soft hard lock there. Soft lock.
Yeah.
But escaped it. Oh, pod is a crystal. Good call out. Thank you.
Also, let's see what is in this chest. Just a little bit of love. Meanwhile, the horse is in pod doing horse things.
Yeah, gonna get his fire rod and boots. Well, most likely boots here. Depends on if he breaks through. There's almost no way he doesn't see us break that side, knowing that potentially the bow's somewhere and it could be in logic to go for that right side, and the new pro could be there. So I'm almost positive he will go.
All right.
But
On Zelda's side, we have Trolldorm versus Zelda. Zelda is the winner. No bunks. Sag.
And we have $20 or 2 arrows and a crystal of some kind. So first crystal, first blood drawn on Zelda's side.
Ed doing the right thing by grabbing all that money. Gordon Gecko would be proud of him because greed is good in this mode. I mean, heck, it costs you $10 just to shoot an arrow, $50 for a silver arrow. You know, you will end up broke-a-chew real quick if you're not careful. Front of cafe, that's worthless. Magnet, you know I already called people broke-a-chew. You ain't got no money, you broke-a-chew, buddy. So, Zelda.
So what do we have left here? Zora. That's like it.
Yeah.
Oh, Hyrule Castle, yeah. I think Honestly, I'm a little surprised Ed didn't try and check that. Because if you go out of it, if you go in a connector in the Dark World, if you go into a Dark World connector and then come out of a connector that leads you to the Light World and it turns you back into Link, then everything in there is in logic, So either everything in there is in logic, or as our wonderful tracker Skelly is pointing out, Death Mountain is a possibility that you can reach through the connector that is Hyrule Castle. Okay, Ed not mirroring immediately tells me that he's going to be doing this display here.
Oh boy, Ed mimic clipping. Everybody get your popcorn, get you a nice soda, because we are about to see the best in mimic clipping ever. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show from our horse. Come on, you can do it, Ed.
He's going for buffered as well. Doing a good job so far. Let's just hope the weather's nice where he's at, because sometimes his hands get cold. Or his hooves.
Yep, he is freezing, so I don't know how the thumbs are doing. We may suffer from thumbitis. And we have Paradox revisited.
And well done. There we go.
See? This looks like Gamma's mimic clipping. Well, you know, Gamma does teach us, even though he says he's learning.
Alright, so now we have everything the same on both sides, minus Ed knowing where Hyrule Castle is and the Paradox connector. Not Paradox, Buffer Cave connector, which we know actually leads to nothing. So Ed doesn't actually ever have to go back there, which is nice.
Yeah. When you can start eliminating connectors and just telling them to kick rocks, you're always in better shape.
Yeah. Oh, Ed has two more checks here he can do. They're both actually not in logic still. But they are two checks that Zelda will basically never get back to until he gets either the Meyer Big Key or the Meyer Big Key and the cane. So we'll have to see if this is something useful. So yeah, once they both complete this, they'll actually be more or less even on checks and information, with the main difference being Ed will have completed left side Meyer here, and Zelda. Well, is that it?
Yeah.
Zelda will have completed Hera. Yeah, that'll be kind of the main difference. Look at all this cash. This is actually kind of good, considering Zora might be the answer at this point.
Imagine the scamfish having your progression. This is some dark days in Hyrule.
Mushrooms are an option now too. That's right. I think the mushroom's actually in logic, though. No, it's not, because it was also in the Paradox.
No, it's not quite in logic yet. But when has that ever stopped Ed from going out of logic? I mean, he is the keeper of logic, and logic means nothing.
Yeah, I'm a little curious to see. I know that there's some cross keys runners that stick a little more heavily to the logic. I think Zelga's trying to sequence break just a little bit here, get out of having to do certain things. Yeah,
oh,
that's interesting. Sick Kid now a possibility. Oh, nice. This kid's funny. This kid's got jokes.
Well, you know, the room was called Amazing Quake, so you know what I'm already hoping is gonna be a required medallion with a check that's needed, and that's the Quake medallion.
Thieves Town. So this is boots locked.
Magno.
The second chest Steve Town wasn't anything, was it?
No. We have not found anything impressive just yet.
I'm about to get this heart. Should probably be fine. Actually, oh my goodness, the mitts are here. That's a bit dumb. Huh? Does nothing. And GP. Okay.
Well, you have my favorite flavor of ice cream, mitts, French vanilla.
Oh, it lets him do this this check. Oh, when he does the hook speed version, that's cool. Okay, let's give Super Bunny. Oh man. Well, we're not getting anywhere closer to Moon Pearl likely with these checks here, but alright, Ed is gonna go back and beat her now, so now we're gonna kinda be a similar state. Ah, that's right. So that's probably why Zelda wasn't picking up parts earlier, because death warping in dungeon states is a little easier. And nothing here but a shield.
Shield, good, you know, brings you one step closer to the great shield, the bro shield,
That's
the
true.
mirror shield. So.
Okay, we're on Death Mountain now. I think I like to think what Skelly said is going to be an accurate statement. We're going to see one of the Hyrule Castle exits that ends up here. Oh my god, there's our Moon Pearl.
The Merle. Oh my.
Okay, dude. Question mark? Where is that supposed to be? How are you supposed to get there? I'm sure Zelga's wondering that himself. Like, huh, I'm not supposed to have this right now.
This is about as logical as... Not too many things are
actually, that just means he's missing a bow. A bow puts the Moon Pearl in logic here. Or a connector. Right.
Yeah, I don't see Ed getting that right at this moment. And with the Merle, that's going to open the outside Dark World checks. Yikes. Bow on King Zora. That is a very good possibility.
Yeah, that's totally an option here. Eastern, Zelda says no, but finds out it's a crystal.
Gonna have to say yes. Yeah, nobody plays Eastern. I mean, unless you direly have to and you last location that.
Yeah.
Always dip Eastern. No! Last location Eastern. I'd rather play Pod over Eastern.
Ooh, Ed got bopped there by the bouncy thing, but oh, a connector. This is actually, I wonder if Zelga's checking this just to see if he can put. I don't know. This doesn't put him in logic though. Yeah, Catfish, get that out of the way, and Zora. I think you got to do Zora here, right? At this point.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
And so, get your bleep out.
Ed, please, you got this. We believe. Good job, first try.
Don't worry about Ed. He's just practicing Gamachu's patented 20-try molder and bounce. You know, it's all under control. It's tactical. Also, Catfish yielding us.
Okay, wow. Dude. Okay, that's not if that's not sheer utter convenience. I don't know what is.
Well, imagine
now you like have to do all this stuff, right? Like hard required to.
Oh no.
Alright, so curious if Ed chases these boots or if he tries to stick a little closer to logic here to get back into wondering what the heck he's supposed to be doing. What was that bonds? Oh, we found the bar? I missed that? Dang.
Yep.
That feels bad.
And now's the moment of truth. Does it?
It's either the bow or Hyrule Castle is our answer. It's $20. All right, I think Hyrule Castle has to be the answer. We've uncovered everything else about how we were supposed to get to the mountain.
So the brofish, catfish coming through, scamfish doing what scamfishes do, which is making your life miserable.
That actually kind of hurts in this mode because it's, you know, arrows.
You know, and once we get the hammer.
What was over here? It's coming over here. What was here? I don't even remember. Ice Palace. Okay, this is definitely not in logic, but it's a place to go. This is it's only 4 checks that I can do. So I'm kind of curious about this play. I wonder if this is like I don't know what else to do play, so I'm going to do something that's possible. Get some items out of the way.
Yeah. This is just a thing. Thank you, Kelly, who's doing some work right there.
Hyrule Castle. Nope.
All right, dead check there.
Oh wait, it doesn't matter because we still need to get to the top of Dark Death Mountain or East Death Mountain to get that moon pearl. So it doesn't matter if Hyrule Castle's over here.
Free key on deck. Might as well go pick it up since you're in the neighborhood. Yeah, you're in the neighborhood. You've only got 3 keys. You know, you don't want to live dangerously. Great play by Zelda.
Oh, that's interesting. Bumper caves there. That's in logic 2 ways.
Right, got some bomb jumping, Ice Palace bomb jumping. You know, it's one of the sad things you have to do when you don't have Samaria. Exactly, Wally. Everything is in logic when you kill Ganon. Boom. There you go. Problem solved.
Alright, so we got 2 more checks here. Not buying more keys. A book? That's in logic. Okay, dude. So is Bombo's tablet, which is nasty. Does Ed know how to get to Swamp Palace?
Not yet. The one
Really
who has that knowledge is Zelda. Yeah.
Another bottle. Oh, sick kid. That's right. Sick kid, that's the thing. We found Castle Tower. That's nice. We can do 2 checks in here. Big key to Mire. Huh.
Ooh.
That's where one of the bottles was, actually. That they were both fire locked. Actually, that's interesting. Kind of. It can be interesting. It's probably not, but you know.
Getting that big key, you know, to Mire would probably see Zelda dipping in Mire again, which means he'll find that bottle, which means that he'll eventually, if my dream is realized, go to a sick kid just to pay homage to him. That would be great. And now we have Ed doing
actually, yeah, if sick kid had the hammer, that would give that would put the moon pearl in logic in a really stupid way. What a fun scene.
Yeah. Let's see.
Alright, there's those myths for Ed. I'm sure that he's like now eyeballing King's Tomb because he kind of had nothing left before finding those. And the last entrance is Skullwoods. We can beat it. We don't know if it's Pendant or Crystal yet. Ed is about to go find, what was this, a connector? Oh, Super Bunny, yeah, so he's about to find his moon pearl here.
Comes Ed, getting his shield and his moolah. Meanwhile, on Zelga's side,
Oh wow, Zelda using the Sun Prize knowledge. That's a full magic drop. That's really nice. And here we go. Ed about to find his Moon Pearl. Zelda, meanwhile, about to fight the moth.
yep, doing some work for pest control. He's like, my name is Orkin Man, and the bug is about to get eradicated, provided that the spikes don't do him in first.
And what do we have?
$100.
Small key and a crystal.
And
meanwhile, Ed just buying all the keys.
Good job, Ed.
He's trying to get to that magic number of, a million.
Ooh, unfortunate Nearpunk.
It's a little awkward.
Yeah.
Where's he going, though? What's left over here? I feel like he's done everything on the mountain. That's a tower. That gets him... What was there? I don't even remember. No, it was Ed who found the book. I don't know. That dead rock. Thanks, game.
Yeah. Don't know what Zelda was.
Do you remember what was behind Lumberjack?
Nothing important.
Oh, this connector here. Okay. I'm getting a little turn. Oh, interesting. It still kind of doesn't really get you to... Oh, it's the dam. That's... So we have 2 chests in Swamp now. Ed saying no to Eastern.
Good man. Always say no to Eastern.
He might be checking everything else and then coming back for it, but we'll see.
Okay.
Connector saying no. And, ooh, take any sword. Don't hate that.
No. Especially if you're getting bacon. So that's going to help out a lot. Also means that you don't have to worry really about looking for any additional swords, as you can easily do, silverless Ganon with that particular sword.
I just realized too, with the mitts and flippers available, getting back to the mountain's not that terrible for the runners. They can take that. I mean, that entrance is pretty crappy to get to, but until we find a fleet, there's not really another way to go.
Time for Ed to start crying, y'all, because Catfish had something. And we're gonna get our pyramid check.
Feels like overall, checks-wise, Ed is a little bit behind here. Just finding that Moon Pearl later. I'm trying to figure out if he's done anything else that Zelda hasn't seen yet at this point.
Alright. Right, left door is absolutely gone. Now we're in Castle Tower, which is blocked.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Ed dipped Ice Palace and got the book. So that is kind of an interesting play. Oh, that was Bag of Old Man. Huh. So what was the other cave? It must have been the 2 dark connector caves then. Which means they're both useless.
Pretty much. And Ed learning some life lessons. We're going to go ahead and pick up pyramid item, which is just a key. But the more keys you have, the less you have to pay. So that's a good thing. So Gamma's favorite check. We have Hobo now on deck. This is Gamma's favorite check.
Oh,
and it is
interesting.
carrying a bottle.
A first not fire rod locked bottle.
Yes. And it's actually a tad bit on the vanilla-ish side.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep, it's just a loaded bottle. Meanwhile, Ed.
I'm gonna pick up the blue goo here. I respect this choice. Now you have a magic refill for, I don't know if you need it for something. You never know, right?
As you being a team captain, Beer, maybe you can explain what the name Hyrule Survivors actually means.
What does it mean? So, the name is sort of a reference to the format of the way this tournament works, is that there's teams of 4 that play against each other in a given round, and each player who loses a specific race is not allowed to play anymore for the rest of the races in that round. So, essentially, you're trying to win. The first team to win 4 races moves on, and they're the survivors, and the other team's eliminated, 1 player at a time, in the most brutal fashion possible.
Yeah. In simpler words, if you want to see a tournament that, is got a thirst for blood, this is the right tournament.
Absolutely.
Because, Ed is playing this, and we're gonna see what is on Ether tablet.
What's on Ether? Oh, it's a big key.
Ooh.
GT. We haven't found GT yet. That's not a check that Zelda will basically ever go back for. Oh, we found the connector up to here. Where was this? It's like pod. For a second.
Alright,
Aga's in the dark world. There's no way over here. So,
Mimic Cave, where Hookshot Cave should be. And going into...
Where is the tracking to the journey happening?
Turtle Rock and Skull Woods are our red crystals. Yikes, yikes, and yikes. Oh yeah, GT Big Key is very important. No joke.
It could be. I think the Krusky's Ferry is behind GT today. So I've been picking up that part. It's kind of funny.
Oh. One Quake required entrance. Oh boy. Imagine if there is something good behind Quake. Oh, I will totally be in Ed's ban list again, Beer.
Yeah, so we got one of the founders, admins of the tournament, Moogle Charm here, helping out with the Discord to this tournament. If you would like to follow it, hop on board, join up, and come say hi.
Right.
Alright, so sick kid time, huh?
Yep, let's go!
This is nice for Zelda, finding that connector and being like, cool, I never have to do that connector that takes 1,000,000 years.
Absolutely.
It has... $20! Okay, cool, wasn't the answer.
Meanwhile, Ed is getting his crystal.
Oh, okay, dude, there's GT. We could do well, Ed can climb. Actually, Ed probably will. Oh my god,
there's your hammer.
Just kidding. Wow. Ed can do the big chest. That's what I meant to say.
That hammer fight.
Yeah, man. How does Ed get back there?
Not anytime soon is the correct answer. He would literally
not without other stuff to do. I mean, he has the full West Dark World. Well, no, not really, because he did Skull Woods Dip and did all the entrances already over there. Not stuff to say.
Paramap, just a key. Quake!
There's your Quake. We can actually get in there.
Yes, Quake is life and Quake is love. Let's go, Team Quake.
Alright, let's think about this for 2 seconds. So, there's a bow outstanding which gives us Dark World access. Or a connector to East F Mountain. Upper East F Mountain. We need, to beat the seed, we need the Red Cane, TR Big Key, and Pod Eastern Big Key. So we need like 6 items or so.
Yes.
Kind of getting close with this GT here. I don't know. There's not a ton of stuff left all of a sudden, but big keys can be super trolly in this mode.
Now, what could be a great find would be if we find Samaria in one of these checks. And that would allow right side GT to be opened up. Because we all know that tile room is where it's at. We have Ed being
absolutely.
a good Boy Scout.
Nothing. Some arrows. There's a bow.
Yeah. I don't think that's
that raises some eyebrows.
I don't think that one's logical yet, though. Let me see.
No. I mean, nothing's logical.
No.
Nothing in the Dark World's logical.
No. Yeah.
Until we find out how to get to either East F Mountain or find another bow. So.
Yeah. Imagine. I wonder where that other bow could be. Because we found so many things out of logic.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like from everything we've seen, Hyrule Castle is the answer to something. What that is, it's still unclear.
Alright, we have Ice Armos on deck on Zelga's side. So that'll open up 3 more checks.
Yeah, and based on what we've seen so far and the way kind of these runners are routing, they're sort of in a position where Ed's kind of following in Zelga's footsteps here with not much on his side besides that GT Big Key that he found from doing the Ice Palace dip. So
yes,
fans of Team Ed should be hoping that GT Big Chest leads to something. Oh, Desert Big Chest. We never checked that. Oh man, that'd be hilarious if this is the other boat.
that would be awful and hilarious at the same time, as you said, but just awful for the runners.
I kind of laugh here just because it's like, oh, okay, there we go. Alright, Ed finding the dam as well. So Zelga can full clear Swamp. Did Zelga find Swamp Big? It looks like no, he did not. Okay, well, it was trash.
No, that's one of the blessed sacred items, the single rupee.
That's true, there's only 2 in the game.
Yes, that's a blessed item. It's never a wasted check. You should always be mandatory that you get the single arrow, the 2 single rupees, and the shovel. But most importantly, you gotta get the fillet.
Was that the old man entrance? Was that Skull Woods? So yeah, we didn't see the mushroom turn it? Yeah, Zelga turned it in. He's probably doing it right now, actually. That's literally where he looks like he's going. Alright, Ed is not gonna get to GT anytime soon here.
Nope. That's our horse. Fluff into the bitter end.
Mushroom turn in right here. Okay, hang on. I'm confused. Maybe I saw something here. Okay. I thought Magic Bat was at Lumberjack, but maybe it was with Broski's Fairy that was at Lumberjack.
No, I have a feeling that Magic Bat is gonna be behind Agate too. That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking Agate too.
Zelga's looking for his portal, I think. No, he's not, because there it is. Nope, just kidding, he is. Alright, so Ed's checking these glove entrances here.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Kirby. Magnet, I wasn't reading chat. My bad.
Alright, so Ed, what is over here? Oh, an entrance, okay. Alright, now we actually have enough divergence here that things can start kind of going in different directions. Okay, sure, whatever. I would have got a blue goo, but whatever. Hey, a piece of heart. That's not useful. Zelda has 13 hearts, and he's like been skipping some too.
He's got a blue goo, and I think he kept his fairy.
Okay.
Because
wow, Ed's going. Ed's gonna go find the hammer here and be able to do GT Big Chest. Okay.
Oh, he ditched the fairy?
This is where it gets spicy here. Or nothing happens, and then, it's not any different. $20. There's the arrow game. Well, at this point, the runners are pretty rich, so.
Pretty rich.
Yeah, I would love to see Ed climb here. Actually, he like it actually kind of makes sense from his perspective. There's not a ton left.
Yeah.
Swamp Palace, which again, Zelda doesn't have the big key here, so I forgot where that was. Oh, there's our hammer for Ed. About to get
some more love.
Okay. Nothing.
Okay.
Oh, right, yeah. Book was in Ice Palace and GT Big Key was on Ether Tablet.
Yep. And we both said that, especially you. Ed's favorite medallion. Wait.
That was a cool little kill there from Ed. Full magic stun prize is actually pretty sweet.
It really is. It kind of makes up for not having half magic. Just go ahead, stun an enemy, and get the refill.
Yeah, and I think what we saw earlier, Zelda actually has the blue boomerang, which let him do these rooms slightly faster than having to lay a bomb each time. But, so, small time saves here and there. They kind of add up if there's a lot of them. In this case, it's just been general routing that we're seeing a difference here between the two. Alrighty. Did Ed find the bomb shop too?
No, I don't believe so. Not yet. I know Zelda did, but...
Okay. Alright, left side swamp yielding nothing so far. And last check, another map, 2 maps.
Yeah, so Frog Quest is a bummer.
Well, with the frog, because swamp is appended, it won't disappear after you collect the prize, so this is pretty smart routing overall. And big key, or big chest, is just a small key.
Alright, and we have Ed getting ready for his Ice Armos battle.
Ed might actually make the most sense for him to climb because he gets 5 checks out of it, plus access to all the entrances at Hyrule Castle. So he might actually just do this because it makes sense, and getting back here is just something that's never going to happen again. We saw it. Oh, Thieves Town Big was in Swamp here. Okay, that's pretty big. We don't know. No, we do know that's a crystal, actually. And there's the climb.
Here we go. We're going to see some excellent climbing by the horse, who will show us the deal with the stormtrooper shooting. Also, retro is best mode. There you go. For those who are allergic to retro, retro is the best mode.
A bit of an uncouth strat from MistaEd, but gets it done. So, okay. Zelda's still not burning keys yet, so... It's kind of interesting. Sometimes you see people, when they play Retrons, they start burning keys and ignoring, like... Swimming to that key takes 5 seconds. Long enough that some people say it's not worth it. Depending on how deep you are into a scene. But it still looks like he wants to keep a couple keys. He's not ready to start saying no to free pot keys.
Okay. So now we get to see the Froggy do all the work because we know that the frog is the true hero. And Zelda had no big key, which is why he couldn't climb, but he did as many checks as he could.
Oh, okay, there's that thing. Okay, he's going to ice now, right? Like, let's... Well, oh no, he doesn't have the big key now. Well, whatever. I think he's just going to ice now. Oh, I guess we could do Thieves Town first on the way. Oh, we can do Meyer too. Okay, he does a map check, finds what? Let's see. I actually just wasn't even looking, but he'll mark it on his tracker eventually. Yeah, here's
Right.
that. Here's the big key to Swamping coming right now. Classic cross keys. Hey, here's the dungeon you just beat. Here's the big key to that dungeon, which is a fetch quest. Thanks, game.
Also, red pajamas for Zelda and Zelda's half magic.
He marked off. Okay, so Meyer's the last pendant. That's what Zelda saw on the map tracker. Thank you.
And Ed
Zelda
having
saw
to
that
use...
first.
Yeah. This is not looking too good for the horse.
No, I mean there's still big keys outstanding.
Skelly, I'll tell you. I try to tell Ed about the beauty of Quake, but he doesn't like to use it. He doesn't like to use it.
You know, we actually have a lot of TR left. We got 4 out of 6 left.
Alright, we're
And we have an entrance in TR. Chest 1, nothing. Chest 2, nothing.
Lots of love in that room.
So we're getting all the small keys. And getting
Another
all the
part
hearts.
for Ed. Ed is going for, 100%. I'm covered with health.
Oh yeah, so the magic bat was here. It's kind of what I thought I saw earlier.
Soho, to answer your question, all crystals are blue in the vanilla game. However, the red crystal indicates what opens up the giant pink bomb that you get in the Dark World Bomb Shop, which opens up Pyramid Fairy. So that's why those are marked red, because that lets everyone know that those two are the magic door openers. So it is a sad travesty that we have Agatu being done without the fillet. I will cry in Pichu.
Yep, very well explained on the crystal therapy. Crying what? Crying what?
Right, in a runner known as Pichu, who is the mistress of the fillet, which you guys know as the bug net.
Alright, so Zelda finding the old man through checking an entrance, which is pretty funny every time that happens. So, let's see. GT Dip was required to get the hammer to get the red cane, actually. Just realized that. Okay, that's back old man. So now the other two entrances are dead on Ed's side. Yeah, Smith has been on quite the journey. He got to see a boss kill. He helped out. And what did he give us? He gave us 30 arrows?
Yeah, he gave us 300 dolans. And that is great.
Here we go. Was the GT climb a required thing to do today? And the answer is no.
No.
Oh, backup escape for the first time. It's interesting. This is
Yeah,
actually fun if Zelda continues on.
Lumberjack would be worthless. We all know it's magic
there it is.
back where it's at.
And nothing.
So we have seen where Ganon is salty.
Alright, Ed's going for that goo. No, he doesn't. It doesn't matter. He has too many potions.
He's
Have we seen? I don't remember Zelda doing pot area, actually.
no.
Did he? Oh yeah, he did. I remember this now. Yeah, because he saw it front of Turtle Rock. All right, we're going to Meyer, right? No, this isn't Meyer. Oh, Meyer's a pendant. Maybe we're dodging it for now.
We're doing Spike Cave.
Okay. Oh, here's Hook Shot Cave for Ed. I think one of the only things we haven't seen. So let's see, 5 item caves. Nothing in Spike Cave. What are we missing?
Yeah.
Desert North. We never saw. By the way, that GT Big Key absolutely worthless. So that
I don't
feels
think
pretty
we've
bad.
seen front of Turtle Rock yet.
Front of Turtle Rock was let's see, we've seen all 4 entrances of Turtle Rock. Front of it was at the Dark World Saha, basically, whatever that's called.
Oh, is that where it was?
Yep.
Ew. Okay.
Ed knows that he can beat Swamp. Okay. Going into Thieves now. Okay, so Swamp had 2 critical items for now.
Had Fluffin by getting $20. And we haven't opened up the vanilla front.
Oh,
of
Ed can open up the
PR
rock
yet.
here. Interesting.
So-
Oh, and this. Yeah, this is kind of isolated for Zelda. I'll see him ever coming back here, honestly. Getting up here sucks without a flute. Well, it just sucks either way. There's no really... Well, no, with a flute, it's not that hard to get to. Because you can go to the pod entrance. And nothing. Okay.
$5. Well, it's 1/2 an arrow, so it gives you a broken arrow.
Yeah. Which half? The front or the back?
Well, considering it's Ed, he got the, the tail end of it, so I'm gonna say back of the arrow.
Oh, Ed's checking these top entrances here. I don't remember what these are.
So Hyrule's brother? Ed.
Ed's at 20 hearts. Let's go!
Let's go! Ed is getting as much help as he can. Oh goodness. Ed, what are you doing?
Oh, I was gonna say, are you not gonna check this? Okay.
Exactly. It's like, horse, please. You already know.
You know what puts all this in logic, I think, is, is that right? Is, maybe not, I'm not sure. But doing the, if one of the Hyrule Castle entrances is at Meyer. Maybe not.
And this
I don't know.
this will be the only time we see Ed use Quake. Oh, that's a sad panda moment.
So far, nothing in Thieves Town of note. The flute
Oh, Thieves
doesn't
Town had the flute.
do much for us. Oh, interesting. There's Desert North. Green Pendant. Alright, so this is the last dungeon, actually, that we haven't seen.
Which means that Quake was real, somewhat real.
Maybe.
Fired.
Maybe.
I have hope and pray that the Green Pendant has something today. Meanwhile,
Hyrule
Zelda.
Castle goes GT.
Yep,
I mean,
and Zelda.
Hyrule Castle's the answer to something.
It has to be. Getting rewarded with a key for defeating Blind.
Yeah, Thieves was a crystal. Not much else. Getting that done, we need to do it.
Wow, Ed had a clean, a fairly clean.
And 2 arrows. What do we need for Go mode? That is the question. So we need Eastern Big Key, Pod Big Key, TR Big Key, and that's it.
Yep. And
when I say that's it, that's, you know, a lot of stuff, but that's all. Got the flute activation from Zelda here. This gets you around the world a lot faster. Flute is the best admin rando.
Yes, it is.
Fight me. If you don't agree.
And I hope you all saluted our hardworking ducky. Ed eating the fillet, so now he can technically fight Agumon just for fun. But you wouldn't like that beer because that's just too much fluff.
This is the first time Zelda's doing, what's it called? Spiral Cave. There's no such thing as too much fluff, by the way.
No, there isn't. But I think you want Ed to stay focused because you know our horse is capable of fluffing the entire game. So that's why we love our horse. What was on Desert Bus? $20. And since
It's interesting. I wonder if Ed is going to go, I wouldn't say rush, but make his way over to Saha here, try and cash in that green pendant, see what happens.
See, Magnet thinks like me. Good going, Magnet.
Yeah. I think, like, I don't want to say Ed's making bad plays. He's just, the choices he's been making to do things that you're not sure if you need to do or not, none of them have paid out. Like, for example, dipping Ice Palace without a hammer is a thought that, like, sometimes you have to do that. In this case, so far, it doesn't seem like you've had to, so. So Ed's gonna get this last check here in Desert. It'll be this. That'll be a full clear of this dungeon, which kind of had nothing. So, yeah, and Zelda has been. You know, they've both been fairly efficient overall in finding plays. Zelda has been kind of taking the items he found and getting to progression faster. Full clearing Swamp is something Ed will more or less, like, more likely have to do pretty quickly here. He's very quickly running out of stuff, and like I don't know, an out is not the right word, but something that would help him a little bit would be to skip left side, but I don't know if he would do that in this situation. Hey, there we go.
So
Where was that ice stick? Sorry, I'm just looking away. For a second.
Alright, so now we're gonna see what the vanilla entrance 2 pod yields us. See if that Kiki text was worth anything. Oh.
Let's figure this out.
The play into ice.
Yeah, I think that puts the pearl in logic too. because it gets you to the top of Hyrule Castle. That's silly. That's really dumb. And Ed going for left side here? Okay. Yep, I think that's it. We found our logic. We can move on. Think about other things in the seed now. Wow, this room is filling up incredibly slowly. That's what happens when you have 20 hearts.
Yep. But imagine having to bunny walk that long. Yikes. That's just rude.
Alright, here we go. Icebreaker from Zelda. And there's a sword. Always a sword in ice. That's the meme, right?
Yep. You have full protection. Red pajamas, mirror shield, and gold shield. You're set.
So this is another new check that is just $20.
And another $20. Okay. And we got a 50 on MistaEd's side, so horse gets some money.
Yeah, we pretty much, like, the big difference we have now is this double dip dice and the GT climb, I think, from Ed, costing him, say, about, I don't know, 8 minutes overall. So I'm not sure if that makes up the total difference that we see Zelda ahead. He'll finish this up and probably likely do these afterwards, and then we can kind of tell, but 8 minutes is a lot of time. And we'll see if Ice Big has anything going here.
Yeah, because we didn't have the big key before, so...
And it's a heart. So if Ed chases that, he'll get another heart that he doesn't need.
Yahoo! We need as many hearts as we can get, because this game is so hard,
Absolutely.
We just need Ed to pick up his butter sword and the bro shield, and he will be ready to conquer, Eastern with those very hard Armos Knights. Also, I love Cold Stare. I just love this enemy. But it is gone.
And it's gone.
I know! It's a blink and you miss it moment. Poor boss character, is thinking I'm gonna have this big entrance and this big, battle, and then what does Zelda do? He just spanks him. He's like, nah, son. Oh, poor Cold Stare. Also, let's hope that Ed can survive this Argus battle since, he's so low on health, right, Beer?
Yeah, I don't know if he can handle it. Oh, no, he did it. It's fine.
He barely got through it.
There's his red cane.
I really wish we knew what was on Ped. Because I'd crack up laughing. It's not required.
Are we, how close? Yeah. Oh yeah, we're at Ped. We can do Ped. Logically, we can do Ped. Neat.
No, I know it's nothing important, but still, it's always good to know. You get that hope and
we can totally find big keys. We still need 3 big keys for Ganon for both runners. Ed going straight to Thieves Town. I like this. Beat your crystals. Not you. I'm talking about the game, of course.
Well, it would be nice to have a mandatory big key on Ped, which would force them to fight Meyer, which means we get another favorite boss of mine, Viddy. So, you know.
This lag is something.
Yeah.
Escape pad. Nothing in the front. Okay. So Zelga's gonna find out Curiosity Shop entrance here. Be like, oh, that's probably how I was supposed to get the Moon Pearl. Or be like, doesn't matter at this point. I'm far enough along. And check Hyrule Castle East. Yeah, there's still what? Wait, is there anything that he could care about from a connector? I don't think so.
No,
yeah,
not
there's
really.
nothing he could care about from a connector here. I'm curious why he's checking this. But...
Maybe he's, you know, being benevolent and letting Ed get back into the match. He's like, you know, I gotta fluff a little bit to make this close.
Oh, it's GT. Okay, so both of those entrances actually gave us access to... He's gonna get the GT Big Key here. Okay, that's crazy how this worked out. I think Skelly, our tracker, who's watching this race and, you know, keeping us honest here, had mentioned that Hyrule Castle exit is probably one of them is GT entrance. So, okay, so he had, you know, unless he literally, like, got spit out there, I was thinking that getting back to Ithaca was just not going to happen for Zelda, but here we are. So he did find that GT Big Key.
Yeah, and we're about to get...
What, 5, 9, 10 items left if he goes back to... No, 11 if he goes back to GT.
Well, he's going to do the Landmo fight right now, because once he opens up TR, we're going to get that Landmo battle in just a bit. And then, you know, that does open up meeting Saha and getting whatever green pendant gives. Because we haven't gotten that yet. Not that I've seen. 3 big keys in EP. No. No.
Just gotta find the Eastern one first, right?
Yeah. No Eastern. Eastern is dead to the world. It's just used for a crystal. You know, nobody likes Eastern. It's that bootleg palace that wants to get good.
The bootleg palace.
Force. Chad is winning.
Zelda getting that green pendant as well. So we're a little caught up here, more or less. Ed is an ice palace behind, effectively, and you know, a couple entrances.
Pretty much.
Oh, he's activating the flute. Cool. This helps because like the next place he's probably gonna go is pod entrance, ice palace entrance. So.
Yeah. All right, very clean Landmo battle. About to get his $20 chuck
I think,
and the green pendant.
It's funny talking a little bit about Eastern in cross keys. I think one of the funniest cross keys I ever played, you know, I found Eastern kind of buried in, you know, I went in and I found a lamp, the Eastern Big Key, and a bow. Okay, let's beat it. It was a pendant, which actually led to nothing else, and the other bows and the fire rod were available. It's like, well, if you just didn't dip it, you wouldn't have found any of those things, and it wouldn't have mattered.
Welcome, Raiders. You are watching high quality execution by our Stormtrooper horse, and on Zelga's side, Zelga's just eating everything for breakfast, spitting it out, and then eating something else instead. So, we're about to get the disappointment on Ed's side when he opens up that Pod Vanilla entrance.
I think Zelda saw that already. Is he going to Eastern? He definitely saw that entrance, right? Because he was there earlier with the mirror, and that's where the dam was. Well, he's obviously not going to Eastern. Oh, he's going back to GT.
Yeah, he's got that GT Big Key. He's going for, you know, let me finish. Plus, he has the Red Pimp Cane, So we already know he can do right side GT, which is something that Ed couldn't do during his first climb. So if Zelda finds something, like in the best room of GT, tile room, then this will be pretty much
that'll be hard to get. Yeah, it'll be hard for Ed to get. It's 5 items, but it's hard to get back there at this point.
Yep.
Ed doing ice without the big key is not going to punish him in any way, so we'll get a couple things done here and kind of play catch up.
You know, I'm looking and I see in chat that most of y'all like to do left side GT. That's why poor right side, which is the best side because it's got tile room, always gets left. Poor tile room.
Yeah, I mean, this was a situation where you had to go into GT to get the hammer to go into Swamp to get the red canes, so if there's something here, a double dip will have been required.
Alright. Some Prime horsing around in Ice Palace, getting that Icebreaker for his Butter Sword. But he has dodged the Mirror Shield so far. This is not... These are dark days, friend.
And nothing. Tile room.
Tile room gave 1 silver arrow shot. Here you go, 1 silver arrow shot. Tile room always provides. Also, Zelda trying to light a torch with an ice rod. Absolutely fabulous.
Alright, bombs. Bottle. Half an arrow. And another one. And bombs. And gonna get the key here, it looks like.
Yeah.
Alright, so the rest of GT is empty. Oh, he's gonna do the big... Oh, that's right, he never did the big chest. So he's gonna do the big chest, and... I think he's climbing at this point. He doesn't have much else to do. He's got a couple entrances and an eastern dip left. And a Mire... Oh, and he can beat Mire. It's kind of, like, starting to feel very reasonable for it to be a pen seed here.
Yeah, and that would be fabulous, because then they'd have to go back into Mire. I love it. Absolutely.
Okay, here we go.
Tuffy, this is Retrance.
Alright, we're kind of getting back to the runners having the same stuff done here in a minute. This is interesting. So Ed now has ice done. Once Ed finishes out Hyrule Castle and Zelda finishes the climb... Oh, he's going back to GT. Never mind. Is he going to check these at entrances first? No. Nobody wants to check the Hylia entrances. Did I miss that earlier? Did they, like, both check that?
I did not see that, chat.
Kind of wondering now, at this point. Like,
no.
Yeah, it's not marked on Zelda's tracker that he's checked it, so I don't know. Both runners just saying no to that. They're probably just, you know, in, like, dungeons have things. You know, we found all the entrances, all the big ones, all the big item caves. I'm trying to think of any they haven't found yet.
Well, Ed's about to get disappointed. He's doing right side GT. Quick Lammo kill for Zelda.
Yeah, if I remember right, the top of GT had like 4 hearts or like 3 hearts and a heart keys or something. So he's about to be max. He's gonna get close to maxing out hearts as well here in a minute.
Yeah, this is a very generous seed.
Yeah, the problem with too many hearts is it causes an insane amount of lag.
It does. So
think, I don't know. Meyer might be a next play for one of these runners at this point.
I would think so, you know. Just go ahead, defeat Meyer, get your third pendant, and then blind pull pet. Don't even check it with the literacy. No, you just blind pull it and YOLO. That way you get the satisfaction of when you actually get the item you need. Alright, we got Trophy Dorm 2.
This has got to be, what, Hylia Island? Or, yeah, Upgrade Fairy. And Ice Palace, yep.
I was wondering when someone was going to check that.
Or,
no, Ed's going to Hobo.
Oh, Hobo. We haven't seen... Oh, well, we saw it on Zelda side. It's a bottle. That'll be bottle percent for Ed, I believe.
No, I think that'll be his third.
Oh.
No. I think that'll be his fourth. Yeah, he should have 3.
Yeah, once you find one, like, it's kind of like, eh, keep tracking them.
Yep. So we have 100% bottle.
Ooh, Zelda barely missing that.
Alright. Agatu is down. Zelda genuinely has 3 bottles. Ed has 4. Okay. And Zelda getting his 20 bucks.
Alright, what's left? Meyer? No, we're not going to Meyer. Oh, Bombo's tablet. That's what it looks like. Zelda is doing the rest of Turok, it looks like. I'm a little surprised he's not doing it from Laser Bridge, because I think that's just in CAC, right?
Yeah, Laser Bridge.
Oh, no, he's going through a connector. Where'd this go? Nobody forgot. Swap. Oh, okay. Oh, so now he's doing Bombos. Wow, they're like almost on the same screen, doing the same check. Wild.
Yep. Alright,
oh, never mind.
moment of truth time.
Different areas. Okay, well, do the book matter? Kinda.
Oh.
Easter. Hey, stuff to do again. Hey, Ed's about to get that too. Wow, we're like... Ed's now like 10 seconds behind. Whoa.
Well, it's time to finally do Eastern.
Find our other 2 big keys and be done.
I know that would be sad if that's the case. That Eastern was the thing, but
yeah, we're kind of on a linear path to the end here with what's left. The only kind of divergence possible anymore is Purple Chest, Hammer Pegs check, and I don't know. Is that it?
Pretty much. Alright, folks, we are in Eastern, the worst palace. Yuck. I am an
Some
ardent...
might call it the best palace.
Heck no! That's less location palace, man. People who do, this. I'm not one of those meta people. No way. No. So, first check was garbage. Let's see what we're gonna get. And the horse is entering Eastern to get his first disappointment chest. Second disappointment check. Oh, beer, will Eastern do what it does best and not have a thing? Oh well, it had silvers. There's your logic, Bo.
That's cool. Thanks, Gabe.
Yeah. First bow was absolutely vanilla. It's Oh, it's check Eastern. No, you last location. You get the outer logic bow first, you know? This dungeon is trasharoo.
Just rush Eastern, obviously.
Yeah. Ich.
Alright, so let's see. Zelda did the front of TR already. There is Crystal Roller, Purple Chest, Hammer Pegs, Fire. I think that's... Oh, Swamp Big Ed did that. That was nothing.
Nope. Okay. So in just a moment, we'll be seeing some Armos Knight fights.
Zelda not going with the silver strat here. He actually, honestly, kind of has enough money. Oh, he's doing it for the red Igors. Yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking for the boss, like, he'll probably switch back to silvers.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
There's that change.
Ed skipped in this key. And, oh, big key to Turok. Alright, now we're kicking with gas.
Oh, come on, Eastern. Why? Why would you be useful for once? Yeah.
Alright, so, God. TR West was at front of Hyrule. It's a big chest in the boss, and then Crystal Roller is easier to get to now.
Imagine though, we need Pod Big Key. What if Pod Big Key is on Vanilla Pyramid Fairy location? That would be nice.
Oh,
It won't happen.
Yeah,
It won't happen.
I don't know what item caves. I think we found all the 5 item caves. We found Mini Moldorm Pipe and Paradox. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see here in a second. We're gonna get this, then we're probably, if I were to guess, we're gonna go do Big Chest, and that was a very nice zero cycle there from Zelda.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Big Chest and then Crystal Roller after this, most likely. Man, Ed is like seconds behind, like 20 seconds. Alright, now 22 seconds.
Well, you know, Ed has to have the obligatory bonk. It wouldn't be Ed if we didn't have, you know, some type of love tap from an enemy, or bonking into the wall, or falling down on Moldorm. You know, the horse always entertains.
Think this is zero cycle from Ed? Should be.
Yes, it is.
Nope. Too slow, just barely.
Horse. Unlucky horse.
Yep, here we go. We're seeing that TR Big and Crystal Roller, and then what? I don't know. Smith Chain? Meyer's a choice at this point. Boom! Bombos!
Bombo.
Okay. That's not needed. Although, Bombos was fire locked. Fire rod locked. Rule of fire, anyone?
Oh, everybody knows about the rule of fire. Just like left side swamp, usually you'll have your sword when you are desperate for swords and don't want to play very long.
Yeah. Alright, that was a save and quit. Oh yeah, Ed hasn't done the front 3 here, so this will be quick. Couple quick checks. Not even quick. These checks kind of suck, actually.
They do. They do. Especially Fire Torch Room. Here we go. Deep head check. That's disappointing. No ped pulls, guys. I am so sorry.
I guess if you're just there, check it. I don't know. Oh, because he wants to do green pendant turn in. Okay. I was thinking, like, just go beat Meyer at this point, because there's 2 checks plus the ped. And if you're going to think about ped, then you go do that anyway. But
yeah, you can easily route that in.
So I think this is Saha right here, right?
Yep.
And small key. Okay. So desert was actually completely empty. I don't think there was a single useful item in the entirety of that dungeon.
Also, everyone is pointed out, Ed is finally in a decent mode, which is the blessed mode, for he hath have the mirror shield.
Where is it going? I'm a little surprised that neither runner's gone into Mire yet. Going up the mountain. Oh, interesting.
My friends!
Chicken hutch.
Okay. Zelda saved my friends, the chickens.
And, oh my god, it's Ether to get into the Ether. Misery Mire, that's kind of dumb.
Well,
Let's go for the big one. Oh, this could be interesting all of a sudden.
Oh, this is going to be a trek and a half. Get your whistle. There you go,
Get
horse.
your whistle. Absolutely.
Imagine having to walk that bad boy. That would be horrible. You'd have to do overworld glitches aplenty.
Yeah, and a connector, which I literally have no... Watch, they're going to high five here. Zelda's going to come out of Pyramid. Because I don't know where else he could, like, come out, honestly. There it is.
There you go.
Okay, dude. I was gonna say, I'm like pretty sure we've seen literally every other entrance. So.
Yep. So.
Alright, we're down to purple chest, hammer pegs, and Mire.
Did anyone check the shroom item? I think there was a check, and it was things that make you go boom.
Ed saying no to the connector. Yeah, Ed knows. See, that's what I was wondering, because Ed knows that there's nothing that could lead to. He has access to literally everything at this point. Oh, this is kind of smart from Ed. So he wanted to do this so that he could get to the Turtle Rock, the 2 checks in Turtle Rock, and knock that out with these 2 things. Alright, so here's a question, Krista. What do you think? We're going to find Skullwood's Big next, or Pod Big next?
You know, I would go do Skull Big Key first.
Well, which one are we going to find?
Oh, which one? Skull. Just because.
Wait,
you know, why not make them double dip?
Oh, Swamp Big. Oh, okay. This could be some time Ed gets back here, if Ed goes straight to Purple Chest. Oh, he never turned in the Smith, though. So that'll be some time lost.
Did you read that Ed was gonna do Smith Chain? Now, he's your teammate, Beer. You know him.
Well, he's down to 3 things left, I think, besides, like, skipped one-offs. I don't know.
Yes.
I'm actually a little surprised that no one's doing Mire.
Swamp Big Chest is absolute garbarino.
Like, it looks like they're choosing to just not do Mire when it's 2 guaranteed items. Did Ed not do this? No way. No way. Okay,
2-hour shovel game. Let's go!
I think it's only like 6 digs or something, so yeah, there you go. 5 digs. Not a huge time loss. Oh, here we go. Hammer Pegs has the Pod Bicky, and we're in go mode. Ed?
Yep.
Do it. Do it, Ed. Oh my god, we're gonna be seconds. This is gonna be a race of like seconds. Unless Hammerpegs first. Hammerpegs first.
Yeah.
Wow.
He'll do
Oh no. Okay. Oh, this makes sense because Smith is at the Light World Hype Cave, I think. So this makes sense as an efficiency play. You do this, turn in the Smith, then you come back and do Hammerpegs into Purple Chest. So they both have the right idea, looking for entrances over item caves here, and also skipping Mire. What? Zelda's ahead about almost a minute at this point. So we're kind of in a situation at this point for Ed to. Oh, where's Ed going?
Ed.
Oh, Ed's. No, this isn't Mire. I don't know what this is.
Ed, where are you going?
Okay, so now, okay, I thought Ed was going to go right back there. But now... Oh, Spike Cave.
Oh,
so now Ed's
Spike
going to be a little bit behind here, getting back to where Zelda is. Yeah, so this came down to just finding, like, just clear all your entrances.
Yes, sir.
Well, a good step. It's fine.
Yeah, barely surviving Spike Cave. Ed should be getting ready to go to Hammerpegs.
Yeah, I would think so at this point. So yeah, he'll get everything he needs. He'll just be about a pod clear behind, which, you know, pretty tough to see a win condition for him. I think it would basically be, you know, Zelda falling on phase 4 Ganon, but that's tough to imagine. Unless he does this first. Oh, never mind. He's doing this first.
Oh no.
This is actually a little surprising. I figured
He
would do-
usually routes Hammerpeg.
I thought he would,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's usually his play style. Before he picks up the chest, he usually does Hammerpeg first. That's gonna be...
And it is a map. I was kind of thinking it'd be funny if the skull was big.
Alright, so we got some things that make you go boom on Zelga's side.
So that's 7 crystals. Get your guesses in chat with a GT pick. Oh, never mind. I already found that. Ooh, where is that going? Pet check? He went a little too far south. Wow, okay. Does he do GP before Green Pendant before Great Palace? Grand Palace? What's it called?
Alright, time to go graveyard popping. Okay, so we've got Kefka Ganon going on. Those who picked- I love that quote because I love Kefka from Final Fantasy VI. I think he is one of the great characters, so let's go. Toffee, I already rolled a humongously bad seed for Z2, so we're not gonna mention that. Also, Zelda already putting a poor pummel on the homie Ganon. One more hit. No, that's the seed I'm talking about there, Toffee. That was last night. Get your GG's, chat, for the one and the only Zelda, who just ate the poor horse. He had horse sausage today. It's sad Pandaville for the horse. I know beer is sort of sad.
I don't know. I mean, that was a great race. That was super close. Like, everything was really tight the whole time, and, you know, we had a lot of good plays from both runners. I thought it was a really awesome race to call. Of course, I want to see my teammate win, but, you know, you're racing Zelda in cross keys.
Yeah, I mean, Zelga's like a cross keys master. He eats everyone up for breakfast. Let's ask if either of them want to come rant in chat. And Ed, get your GGs for Ed, who did go ahead and forfeit. He's like, I'm gonna yeet out of this game. Forget it. I'm tossing it, and I'm gonna have a couple drinks later. He's good. All right, just asking if they want to come.
Yeah, and saying, like, you know, watching these runners run, if you enjoyed the race, you should definitely follow the runners, both like super amazing rando runners, zelgadissan and MistaEd 3. Their links are their Twitch links are in chat.
GG's to Zelga. Welcome aboard. How are you? How is that seed?
Jeez.
Yo, GG's.
Yeah, my Discord isn't lighting. Okay, there we go. GG.
Yep, we can hear you. Well, now we can.
Okay. Man, what a seed. It's fun not knowing how you're logically supposed to have your pearl until like an hour 35.
Yeah. So was it when you found, which one was it? Hyrule Castle West or Main or East? Which one?
Oh, it was actually, I think it was West. It must have been East. Yeah, East that spit out at Ganon's Tower.
Okay.
That's the logical answer to the Moon Pearl, that I did not get it until that late.
Yeah, because we were wondering. You know, Skelly was tracking for us, and the Twitch chat and Crystal and myself were all looking at how this is supposed to happen, and we weren't sure if you could mirror on the top of Pyramid to get to East Death Mountain or not.
I don't think there was a path there.
Okay,
unless
it was the GT
mistaken.
entrance.
Yeah, like I've got a connector that goes to the dark potion shop, but I mean, there's like rocks and hammer pegs in the way, so you couldn't go down from there. And I don't think there was a connector unless you.
Pod entrance was Hyrule Castle Main.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so that would let you. That would get you to the top of the pyramid, but at the top of the pyramid, that would be back of Old Man, and that would put you just at Skull Wood's back. So.
Okay, so you wouldn't have had the lamp and stuff. I thought there was like a connector to something, but I don't know. Anyway, it was a pretty funny Moon Pearl, all things considered.
Yeah, it definitely was. I'll be honest. I feel like I stole this one. I felt like I was playing really sloppy. Like dying and missing that mirror felt bad, but eventually I realized like it didn't actually screw me that bad unless Ed got super fast, like boots from Pod or something. But all in all, I was not feeling great about this one, especially after climbing GT.
Yeah, so the kind of like short story version of the race was that you were the order that you guys did things, you were a little earlier to the hook shop, but then you did Meyer. Ed did that later after he found Fire. Once he found the mirror, so everything he did was about 5 minutes behind from the hook shot and beyond. And but he chased Paradox early, and then he did Ice, got the book, had GT Big Key the first time in. So he climbed it super early. And then basically in the second, you know, in Act 3 of the seed, it was clean up from both of you. And Ed, it looked like he was getting like let me think about this. You got to Bombo's tablet about 20 seconds ahead of him, and then it was kind of linear for a while after that, you know, for whatever, 5 minutes or so. So it was kind of like everyone's chasing each other. What do we do next? And he did a little bit of cleanup, and then you ended up at Waterfall Fairy cave before he did. So
Okay, that kind of makes sense. I was going to Meyer, but it felt terrible because of how early I went in. I was like, it's so easy. The Ed may have had a fire source, and then there's just more checks that he would have done already. So if it's there, I'm screwed. One of those types of scenarios. But then I was like, well, maybe it's on Vitreous, and Samaria was kind of rough. So who knows? But I knew I had Waterfall Fairy outstanding. That was the last item entrance I had, and I felt like maybe it just pushed the entrances on the path to Mire, and I guess I got lucked out.
Yeah, and it really did work out, I think, for both of you being able to mimic clip because the bottles were all kind of buried in a weird way, but they led to nothing, which was funny.
Yeah, the bottles were pretty gross. Bow and Eastern is always gross, but at least it was silvers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to get the win here. Especially all these team events feel so much more stressful than individual. Like if I'm playing, for example, the main tournament got announced today. If I'm playing that on my own and I lose, it's like, yeah, okay, I lost. On these team things, there's so much pressure, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting too because it's like, it's a team event where either one player or the whole team eventually gets knocked out, and it's kind of like you want to you want to perform. I don't know. It's kind of fun though. It's a different kind of pressure that's really fun to experience, I think. So I don't know how you feel.
Yeah, I like the team aspect. One thing it's more stressful if you lose, but at the same time, you've always got teammates that got your back too. So like, even if I had lost this, I have full faith in the rest of the team. Like Dante, Magnet, Wall Kicks, those guys are big gamers. I know they can pull it out. So yeah, it's a lot of fun doing these.
Yeah, totally. I'm really looking forward since this is game one of our series. So we still got, I think next round we've got casual boots. I think we're figuring out, who's going to be racing, and then figure out the next round of modes, the next game 3 mode and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. I already know who's going on our side. I think it's even.
I feel like
I
we
think
can
it
share.
might have even been announced on some streams.
Yeah, we've already submitted. So
okay. Well, interesting. Maybe we haven't submitted, but we know who's going. So
okay. Do we want to talk about it here?
Yeah, sure. I guess if you guys already submitted, I don't mind. I know that we've got big old Captain Shawn Michaels, aka Magnet Hands, coming out next.
Cool. Yeah, we're sending out my Indium. So I think that's going to be a great race. I can't wait. I'm going to sign up for that race. That we need to restream. We need to get that on restream. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I know, and Magnet's been tearing it up in the Cavs Boots Invitational, so I got a lot of faith.
Heck yeah, that's super exciting.
Oh yeah, Magnet is one of the best, runners that I know of. I love to watch him, play. Very solid runner. He makes everybody Womack, and he knows what that means. And it's going to be great to see whoever he goes up against. And who might that be, Beer?
Sorry, you said Magnet Hands? He's facing my Indium.
Mindium. Ooh,
Yep.
this should be fun. So we're gonna. I can't wait to see it happen.
Yeah, I did have one question that there was a couple thoughts I had in the race that I don't remember anymore because it's a 2-hour race. But the one thing I was wondering was like, at some point you basically said heck no to Meyer for the rest of the seed. Like, what was the kind of thought process there?
So part of it was that I got the fire rod literally right next door to Meyer, and I was thinking, if somebody gets to that pod really fast because they got the mirror really fast, they're gonna have the fire source. They're gonna get more checks done, and it felt like it was one of those things where I just couldn't go back until it was pretty late. I did consider going back some point earlier than I did, but I think I got the Thieves big and something else along with Samaria, and that kind of kept me out. So I felt like going to Thieves, and then I felt like I just always had better things to do, even like climbing GT. And like I said, I was on my way to Meyer, but it was definitely very low on my priority list.
Yeah. Clean up entrances in Overworld, and then, well, that's all you had left, really. You had Purple Chested Mire, so. But yeah, great race. There was a couple of things that were kind of crazy too. And see, like Desert was completely empty. I was kind of shocked by that. Swamp had the goods. That was, I don't know. That felt like it kind of made sense considering how certain things were. The flippers being on Catfish was pretty funny because it's like, oh, I'll just check Catfish. I'll probably dodge everything else. Nope. You have to do everything. It's Rentrance.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna do, and it felt so bad because I only had like 700 rupees. Like I have to just save Zora now. I just got my pearl and my flippers. I just have to deal with it. It's so bad.
Yeah, totally. Cool. Well, this was a pleasure to come, and thanks again, Crystal, for restreaming, and Skelly for doing the tracking for this. Is there anything else, Zelda, that you want to close out with here?
Just say big GGs to MistaEd. I know that the McMahon Helmsley line runs strong, but the Helmsley side is stronger today, and that's what matters.
Oh man, brutality at its best, and I love it. Zelda, congratulations on your win. Time for me to get into ZSR Restreamer mode. Hello everybody, it's your girl now in Restreamer mode. Let me first thank our runners for giving us one heck of a show. You guys truly represent the Bret Hart excellence of execution in the Link to the Past community. We are grateful to have been honored enough for you to allow us to restream you guys. Many thanks to the top tier tracker that we had. Skelly, you are amazing. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. And, I was too busy fangirling because I got to co-com with Homemade Beer, who is a legend in his own right and needs no introduction because he is that darn good. Thank you so much for all of your sage wisdom, Beer. And I look forward to seeing you not only race, but commentate in the future as well. But most importantly, I'd like to thank everyone who witnessed this live in chat. Please know that the ZSR family loves you guys to death because without your love and support, we wouldn't be here. So let me tell you what's going on in the ZSR family in the upcoming day. We've got a stacked night tonight. So we're going to actually be rating one of the NNG games that's going on ZSR 4, which is the League Season 3 Eastern Palace Division Round 2 Secret League Silver going against the Radical Sniper 99. So that's what we're going to be rating. That started at 9 o'clock. Right now, also on ZSR 3, we do have the Twilight Princess RTA final bracket LB quarterfinals between Anarakis and Bewilderbeast. And on ZSR 2, we have Skyward Sword Wing Clash Any Percent Tournament winners bracket quarterfinals game 2 Jasnix versus Axtel. So that's what's going on right now. But we have some later goodness for you, which is going to be hopefully at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. We're going to have NMG League Season Eastern Palace Division Round 2 between the Chemo and the PH. So tomorrow, 2 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we've got Twilight Princess Lava Dash RTA Tournament Redemption semifinals, and that's between the Ethernet Boys and Simikins. We have at 3:20 p.m. on Friday, the Ocarina of Time Standard Tournament Season 6 Winners Bracket Round 4, Exodus versus Say. And at 10 p.m. Big Jump, we've got Link to the Past NMG Season 3 Round 2, Wind Fox and Power to Mario, plus Chex Human and Flip Heel. So doubleheader going on at 10 p.m. That's pretty much all that's going on in the Zelda community. I hope, against hope, that you stick around and watch all that goodness. To our future competitors, please make sure you get your races into us so that way we can restream you guys. And I'm about to send you guys off to ZeldaSpeedRuns 4, to look at some NMG action. So let's get busy, folks. Take care and have a good night.